All right. It's that time of the week. It's time to go over the happenings of the week, things that's happened, things that are coming, that's been revealed, all that fun stuff. Um, so there is a bit to go over because there's a few game titles that were kind of announced or up remakes and all that fun stuff. So there's a bit to go over today. We'll have links to everything down below. But first off, I do want to thank y'all for joining me today. And also, if you do like the content, please hit that like button. If you want to keep up to date with the gaming news, um, I do cover games reviews, build guides, all kinds of stuff. So if you want to keep up with that, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I do have a Discord down below. If you want, come join the community, chit chat with me, chit chat me while I'm live streaming through Discord, what have you. It is there. But without further ado, let's get into it. First off, we are going to go over Lost Epoch. Um, it's a action RPG game that's been out in early access right now. Been playing it for a bit, making builds and stuff from it. Really fun game. If you like Path of Exile, Diablo 3, or Diablos, it's kind of along the same genre, same kind of feel to it. Wilson. Sorry to say that word. I know a lot of people are mad about Wilson, but um, essentially they one thing that I am enjoying about them and their dev team and stuff like that is they tend to come to the community with ideas, things they're thinking about before they push things out. Um, so I give them good kudos and props for that. Um, they are looking at doing some changes to the crafting. Um, like I said, I will have all the links to this and all the other stuff that we're going to be covering down below. Also, so right now this one is just one that they're thinking about, kind of a brief overview of how things are working currently, um, and what they kind of think uh, potentially they can go with, and then wanting people's opinions on this and all kinds of stuff that they can add, if that's something that the community wants before they just throw it in there and get a bunch of backlash because everybody hates it type deal. So very nice to see them engaging the community for opinions because of the fact that it is the community that's going to be playing the game is for them to have the fun. I know the devs and all them probably playing it too, but um, to have some insight from the community is a great deal. Um, so that's what they're looking at. 7.10 is shaping up to be a pretty nice patch where they're adding quite a bit. So this isn't going to be in there in 7.10. This is just early thoughts of what people uh, may think of that would be making an improvement on the crafting system. Um, the other one would be the quality of life. This will be in 7.10, where they're going to be changing up the quality of life. It's basically just kind of changing up the skill layout to where you can kind of see what correlates with it, the damage type and stuff like that, to where you don't have to go into it and kind of read it and all that stuff to um, that way if you're trying, like for me, building a build around fire, I can kind of immediately see which ones are going to be doing physical, which one's going to be cold, which one's going to be caster, whatever the case may be. So um, definitely nice to see that they're going to be updating that and making it a little more uh, user friendly to look through. Um, that's where they're going to be putting the damage types and all that stuff. Um, let's see here. And then the other one is, oh, actually, there's two more. Um, Respecing in there. They're looking to update. Um, this is gonna be where, because currently when you respec your character, or not your character, but you respec a skill, it goes all the way back to 0. So you got to level it all the way back up again. Now, granted, if you're already in the high levels and stuff like that, leveling it back up really doesn't take all that long. Um, I meant getting it to like 15, 14, 15, somewhere around there is fairly quick. Um, 15 to 20, still, I mean, when you're high up there like that, running the higher monoliths and stuff like that with the XP boost and all that stuff, it's not that big of a deal. Uh, so, but they're looking to change it to where, like, for whenever you're lower level, it's not so taxing on you to respec, put a new skill in there, and then have to re-level it because you're not doing the higher contents with the XP boosts and all that stuff. So it's, but they don't want to make it to where it's going to be swappable. So if say your skill is above 7, it's going to be based on your skill level. So it's going to the minimum skill level will scale with the character level. So as you're progressing up, like say if you're level 10 or so, it's not going to, and your skills level 10, it's not, I don't believe that it'll respec, whenever you respec it will drop to 7. um, that would be, um, I'm not sure, they didn't put in there exactly what the scaling would be. um, so that would be kind of an insight of um, not having to go completely back to 0. You can at least put a few points in it, maybe get it to the damage type node that you want. So if you're doing cold and it starts out at physical, you can get to that point where you turn it over cold, so at least you can get the bonuses of your cold damage to it, stuff like that. So makes it a little bit more easier to respec and not be just being dropped in damage completely. And last and not least, the biggest thing that they're adding, and all this stuff has been coming out over the past couple days, so this, we're not sure when 7.10 is going to be coming out, so there's quite a few changes, but this is the biggest one everybody's been asking for, is loot filters. They are building one right now, uh, and it will uh, they are going to have it in the next patch. Now, how much is going to be incorporated in it at that patch, I'm not sure. But so far, from what they've shown in there, it's a pretty good uh, base setup to get us started, with making it a little bit easier for farming and stuff like that. So definitely nice, and you can share your loot filters and put a description to them. So you can make one for the low end, high end, tank, caster, so on and so forth. Or if you're looking for just fire stuff, whatever the case may be, you can kind of describe it, save it, and you can actually send it to friends. So they can kind of use it if you want. Hopefully, and like I said, this is the beginning of it. So hopefully down the road, they'll incorporate probably more than likely third-party ability to where we can add into not only that, but the visuals, like changing up the colors, adding in sound effects, stuff like that, beams, whatever the case may be. I mean, just random stuff that we can change. Hopefully, that'll be added down the road as well. But, uh, but I do believe that was the last one from here. Yeah, that was the last one uh, from them this week of things that they're going to be incorporating into Lost Epoch in the next patch. All right, so on to a big chunk of stuff right now is Ubisoft Ford event was a few days ago. So essentially, they announced a wide array of games, remakes, stuff like that. So one of them is Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time is getting a remake. It is supposed to come out in 2021. So if you did play that and liked it, they are remaking it for you. So get a nice little overhaul. Um, and so if you played that and you like it, uh, there it is for you. You can go check that out. Um, this is another reveal. Now, I do have something I want to say on this because it is getting a little bit of backlash. Now, granted, the game itself looks good. Um, Gameplay and all that stuff, the theory behind it, they've incorporated some of like Assassin's Creed stuff and all kinds of different stuff and mixed it in here. But um, it's looks like it's gonna be a really good game. But I want to show y'all one quick thing, and I want to see if y'all agree with me on this. Uh, I'm just gonna play a little bit of it, and then I'll skip through to a little bit of the gameplay, just so y'all can see a little bit of the gameplay.
My name is Scott Phillips, and I'm the game director on Immortals Fenyx Rising. I hope you enjoyed our reveal video. I'm sure you noticed a lot of new things since we first teased the game, including opportunities beyond this new experience.
Okay, that's not the... I wanted the reveal trailer. So, they are gonna have like puzzles in there that you can do. Let me get to the actual reveal. Actually, I'll go ahead and I'll just I'll bring it up here in just a second. But essentially, they have a song in there that they used for the reveal. And everybody, I mean, from what I've seen, a lot of people are like, why? Um, and because it doesn't really go with it. I mean, it's not a bad song, but I'm just like, why would you choose it? Here it is.
As the world crumbles, our divine powers sealed away. Even the gods need a hero.
Here it goes. There. That. Now, at the begin. Now, I'll give it at the beginning. I could see it kind of playing in there where he's coming out there and he's like all this big bad monitor just huffing and puffing. He's gonna just run over her. And then all of a sudden, she just pulls out this big hammer and just smashes him in one hit. And then it goes silent. But then it goes back into that song and finishes out the entirety of the trailer, which the rest of it, it doesn't go with it at all. Um, so
Let's do some recruiting, shall we?
We'll meet
everyone, what India is. It's something which comes directly from our.
But yeah, that's it. It's just I don't understand why they kept the song for the remainder of it. Okay, that first little bit, I'm pretty sure they could have found something better. But okay, here's some gameplay of it.
Of like playing with action figures when I was a kid.
I forgot I went to that page.
Plan. We felt the name Immortals Phoenix Rising better reflected this new experience. Today,
but I meant it looks good. I mean the visuals look nice. Still a little bit of cartoony aspect of it, but it does look pretty nice.
Action adventure game set in the fantastical landscape. Arrival, you'll meet and reclaim their realm from Typhon, the deadliest titan in mythology.
I think they're running out of names to call things.
The story will be narrated by the titan Prometheus and Zeus, the king of the gods.
Yeah.
Even more opportunity once and for all.
Okay. But like I said, I'll have the links also so you can go and watch that trailer and all that stuff in full and the gameplay of it. I do plan on having doing a video strictly on the game here soon, covering what it's all entailing, what it goes over, the gameplay, and all that fun stuff. So I'll have another video out here soon for that. Let's see. Let's go back. We already went over that. Prince of Persia is getting a remake. World premiere. Blah blah blah. Oh, this is the last one. Rider Republic is going to be coming out in what was it? February of next year. Basically BMX, snowboarding, gliding, all kinds of wingsuits, just going down a hill or whatever, and just do as much tricks as you can. So that'll be coming out in February if you're into biking, snowboarding, gliding, stuff like that. And you'll probably enjoy that game. Wonder how many times they're gonna put that in there. Let's see, where's the last one? Rainbow Six World Cup announced, be out in the summer of 2021. So if you're into soccer, might want to look into that. That's going to be a good deal. New music to Legion. So that's getting close to being coming. So there's not going to be a whole much more they can really do there. And that will be it for. Oh yeah, Ghost Recon Breakpoint is getting episode 3. Starts on the 15th. So if you have the year 1 pass, you'll be able to play the new class that's coming in there, which is the Pathfinder. That will be out on the 15th. So if you have it, you'll be able to play it early. Everybody else, you got to wait a little bit. There is going to be several changes to the game where they are going to be updating some of the gunsmithing stuff. The new class there's going to be some new caches throughout the world that have like special weapons and gears in it. Also, it kind of plays into the Pathfinder class. They're the ones you can find these caches on other tactical caches. Um, you can find them on the other characters. There's going to be a little bit harder. With the Pathfinder, they have the ability to kind of spot them a lot easier. So you'll be able to go get the cache, and that also is part of um, his special ability. So that's how he gets. Um, can't think of the word, but not mana, but it helps generate his special ability, which he calls in a big drone that can do tactical strikes, kind of deter enemies to kind of make them go to one side of uh, the base while you and your guys sneak in the left side to go capture somebody or get a cache or whatever the case may be. You can kind of use it to kind of deter them over there, call in a strike, all kinds of stuff with it. Um, so there's gonna be a lot more. Unlock 246 high quality rewards. You get 10 missions. You get 2 free if you don't have the year 1 pass. So the rest of them will be you have to have the year 1 pass. You can run it with people that have the year 1 pass. Um, so it's definitely going to be interesting to see how everything kind of plays in. Um, I'll have a link to this as well so you can watch that with the new guy coming in there. It's going to be interesting. I'll be streaming that as soon as that comes out, leveling up the Pathfinder class. All right, and I do believe that is it for Ubisoft. All right, Epic Games. Um, not really much to Epic Games. We've got this here. If you are into Borderlands 3, the 4th campaign DLC is coming out. So you can go ahead and go there, check it out if you're into Borderlands 3. And all that fun stuff. So if you like, it's got the Psycho Craig and the fantastic Fuster Cluck. No, I did not say the curse word, so don't hate me, YouTube. Um, so just to add on for Borderlands 3 if you are into it. And then the other one would be new release. It's As Far as the Eye. Let me see here. Alright, so this one says September 10th, available on Epic. It looks like it's essentially a turn-based resource management game. I'm not really into those type of games. I mean, it looks kind of chaotic and kind of confusing to me. I've played a few of them. Some of them aren't half bad, but I mean, I'd have to get into it to really see what everything does. But if you are into those type of games, this might be for you. There we go. Let y'all see some of the stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it there for Epic Games. You can buy it right now for $22.49. And they got some other bundles if you want to get some extra DLCs and all that stuff. And last but not least, the big deal today is Call of Duty Cold War. I didn't get lucky and get my hands on it, but will be playing in the open beta as soon as that comes. It's coming out, or the early access starts on the 15th. Now, it is early access for PlayStation first, because they won the luck of the draw and got the early access, so they get a week ahead of time before PC, um, and stuff like that. So, uh, definitely looks like it's shaping up to be a really good game. Um, I've been watching a lot of streamers, a lot of content creators on it that's already gotten their hands on it, got to go to the studios, or got to try are already playing the multiplayer version of it. Um, so far, a lot of people are um, they are going over the the aesthetics and stuff like that, the way it looks, quality, and a lot of people are kind of complaining a little bit on the graphics that they aren't as next gen as they were thinking that it was going to be. Now, granted, this is a Cold War, so this is going back to one of the previous versions after that one. Um, so, I mean, it's the Cold War, so it's not going to be great high end stuff like that. But as far as graphic goes, uh, I've been hearing a lot of mixed information on that. Some people saying that it looks great, some people saying it's just really bland. Um, but I guess we'll have to try it. We'll have to see when it comes out, because it is the one that they were playing is an alpha build, so chances are it didn't have all of the settings or stuff built into it quite just yet. Um, Granted, if it's coming out next month, you would think, if they're going to be allowing them to record it and all that stuff, that it would be something of the better quality stuff. Um, but uh, but other than that, gameplay footage and stuff like that, a lot of people they're saying that there are still some mixed reviews on that as well. Some people they did get rid of like the slide. Instead of you sliding, you actually just take a knee and slide. Um, Also, bunny hopping is going to be back big, because essentially when you go into the slide, you actually drop your ADS. Then once you slide in, you've got to re-ADS back up. So it's kind of takes apart that little slide scene everybody was doing around corners, just sliding in and just shooting you type deal. So now the bunny hop is going to be back. Now, granted, there is um, like whenever you hop, there is a little bit of a slowdown, so you have a little bit of a deterrent from doing it, but people are going to be doing it. You got the snowmobiles, you've got the what are they called? Boats, jet skis. Also tanks, and they're getting a little bit of backlash on having tanks back in there for some of the maps, just because they're so powerful and they're so hard to kill. Um, Especially if everybody in there is snipers or this that, and the other and don't have the stuff to take out the tanks. Uh, it can get kind of frustrating. And they also did change up the skill streaks. So a lot of changes to Cold War coming. Um, they've already, with them doing the multiplayer event and all that stuff and letting people try it and getting all that stuff, they got a lot of input from the streamers, uh, creators and stuff that went and played it and got to play it on their PCs and stuff like that, of things that they think should be addressed, fixed, and all that stuff, and they've already started addressing those. So that's great that some of those, not really bugs, just things that, uh, after the fans got to try and all that stuff, realized that that wasn't the best idea or how it functions, stuff like that. So definitely we'll see how everything plays out on that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. That's all we had for today. Um, like I said, if you do like the content, please hit that like button. If you want to keep up to date with the gaming news, build guides, games I cover, if you have any games that you would like me to cover, uh, review and stuff like that, uh, let me know. Leave a message in the comment, send me a message, whatever the case may be. Join my Discord, chit chat with me, and or let me know there. I'll be more than happy to test out anything that y'all have. Other than that, my name is Devin from Devil Art Gaming, and you all have a great day.